Hi, thanks for watching Aquarium Tech today. Today I thought I'd do a little video that's a little more geared towards beta and tiny tanks here, because I've been getting some questions on it lately, so maybe this will help some of you for whatever predicament it is. Anyways, probably like a year, maybe a year and a half ago, something like that, my friend gave me one of these. I think it's like a half gallon, gallon and a half, something like that, Betta bowls, and you know, it comes with like a under gravel filter. It comes with a hood. I didn't actually bring it out or anything, and it might come with like an air pump and stuff, but I just got, you know, he just gave me this and the hood and whatever. So anyways, so I was going to use it as a temporary tank for a beta for the time being. You know, it's a beta tank. I've always liked betas, but you know, I kind of, you know, I'm careful about what tanks I put them in. Everybody knows they're aggressive, but usually they'll do alright in semi-aggressive community tanks and stuff like that. You'd be surprised. But anyways, so after a while of keeping the beta in here, of course, using an under gravel filter, I'm sure you know my sentiments on this, obviously being the worst filter ever. Well, maybe not the worst ever, but definitely the worst you'll commonly find in stores. And of course it makes the water look like garbage and stuff, and I had to do water changes like less than every week, so got rid of that. And of course, for something like this, you gotta look for a really tiny filter. There's obviously not a whole lot of space in here. So I went to my local fish store and found one of this little guy here. Apparently this actually comes stock. This filter is actually used stock for some of the other, I guess they make their own beta bowls, and this is what they give with their beta bowls. So they sell it individually too, so I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Unfortunately I don't have the box here. It's not much of a box though, it's just like one of those clear things that kind of snaps at the top. It's not much anyways, so... But anyways, I picked up this. I think it was like $10. Anyways, it was kind of cool because, you know, even if I move the beta out of here, you know, I'll always have a use for this. I mean, if worse comes to worse, I can just slap this in a big tank and just use it for whatever. And what really caught my eyes, it comes with the spray bar. That's pretty cool, especially for betas. It's a decent spray bar too. You know, for a tiny filter, you know, the ends come off so you can get in there and clean it. Both ends do. I think you can switch the ends too, if you, whatever reason you had to. It also came with some other pieces. It comes with this black piece, and this is actually so it can rotate on the filter here. I don't know if you see that. It can rotate and stuff. And it came with kind of like a dovetail piece, and of course you put that on the top here, and then you can rotate with the dovetail, and then you can rotate the direction of the dovetail. It also came with another little black, like it was literally just a little black tube, and it was just so you could put it on the end of this, just so it could just be a regular concentrated straight flow. But I actually kind of lost it. It's tiny, it's not a big deal, it's nothing much. I figure I'd go ahead and do a little review on this. It's actually a pretty nifty filter. Definitely good for those small applications. It's also got a flow adjuster on here. It's this blue thing here, which is kind of cool. You probably never need it because, you know, it is a small filter and it doesn't put out much flow, but, you know, betas don't like a lot of flow, so whatever the case, you might have to use it. I've never had to use it, I just use the spray bar. So even in a tiny tank like this, spray bar fit just fine, so, which is kind of cool. And you know, it's not much of a filter obviously because it is small, but it does include two stages here. I'm trying to take it out. I don't know why it's jammed in there. Alright, it's got two stages here. You got carbon at the top and you got a regular sponge at the bottom, and the sponge is probably about the perfect porosity you would want for an application like this. You know, it's not so porous as to let everything through, because obviously it can't be super dense, otherwise it's not gonna, you know, it's gonna clog up real quick, and you know, it's gonna make a mess. And if it's, you know, too porous, it's going to let everything through. Because obviously this is your mechanical and, for the most part, your biological on this filter too. So, you know, nice that, you know, it's pretty good porosity for that. The carbon cartridge, I think you can actually open these and pour more carbon in there. You might have to do a little bit of modding, but, you know, you can do that. Something else that's kind of cool is, too, when you actually buy new cartridges for it, it actually comes with the whole bottom part of the filter. It basically comes with the carbon, the sponge, and the bottom part. Because see, the bottom part actually has suction cups on it. Oh, I don't know why it's zooming out. So, you know, helps keep the filter in place. And the brackets actually do work pretty decently on this particular filter. I know that's a big thing for internal type stuff. Brackets got to be good. And it's, you know, it's fairly good, so. And this definitely kept my water a hell of a lot clearer than the other piece of junk I just threw. It definitely made the tank much more enjoyable for the Betta. Definitely kept my gravel from looking all gooky, and actually extended my water changes a little bit. Water tested better as well. So, oh, and here's another little nifty thing. I wish more things for aquatics did this, especially filters. This is actually like the power unit that plugs into the wall. This is this. And then the cord from the filter plugs into your, can't think of the transformer, I guess you would say, like that. So, you know, if you were in kind of a weird situation where it's hard to get to the plug, you could just rip it out. Oh, just as a little side note too, this filter is kind of like the same, or the motor on it is kind of like the same thing they use on animal water filters, like cat filters, you know, waterfalls and stuff. And you can actually take this off, and you can actually use it for some other application if you wanted to, just in case you wanted to. So this comes off, you know, you could maybe even do some modding to this, do your own thing with that. That pretty much wraps up my review on this filter. There's nothing much to it, but this is one of those good suggestions I have for you guys out there that want to improve your Betta bowls. I mean, you can tell this thing is tiny. Here, I'll go ahead and put it in this tank, because I think this is a Walmart tank. I'm sure a lot of people have it, and I'll put the spray bar on here. This tank has not been used in a while. And as you can see, it fits just fine. There is plenty of room in there. Alright, so, you know, it'd also be good to use this for a fry tank. Maybe use this, you know, it doesn't have enough flow to disturb the fries. Plus, it's got the spray bar, so it's a pretty nice filter. It's been working great for me. The only problem I have sometimes is because I'm using it in my Flora right now as just a little backup filter, and the plant substrate that's in there kicks up a lot, and there's a lot of dust in it because I didn't rinse it out the best as I could, but I lost half my stratum anyways. But so sometimes this gets clogged up, but like I said, it's pretty easy to clean. In fact, you can just take this out and leave the filter running. So I guess that's about it. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for tuning in.